What is that?
The general population of Waiheke, I believe, is around 10,000 in the winter, and then it balloons upwards to 50,000 sometimes in the summer. It's fairly changeable, but there is a real close-knit community throughout the entire year. The ticketing prices for fullers have gone up to $59 return for non-residents and $50 return for residents, and it's just meant that basic amenities have become inaccessible to our community, like the hospital, visiting our families, going to school, things like that.
Welcome to Waiheke! We'll just rip you off!
I am here because I am concerned about how we're moving low-income families off the island by the economic pressures that we put locals under, and transport is a vital part of that, being able to get off the island, to go to the hospitals, to go seek out various specialist things that are on the Auckland main side. I've lived here with my beautiful partner Linda for 17 years, and this has been a very good gathering of concerned citizens, of concerned whānau members, of Ngāti Māori, to Pākehā, to Pacific Islanders, and all the tauiwi that live here. So I've attended as a sign of my solidarity, as a sign of my faith, as a sign for social justice, and also a sign to say you need to look at the economic package that is required for a manageable, just New Zealand society.
It's too expensive for families!
We're just noticing how quiet business is getting. I believe people are just, can't afford to get over here. I'm just on the taxi stand this morning, and I do support cheaper fares. We've been here for close to 17 years now, and the prices of the ferries are just going up and up and up, and it's crazy. It's not good enough. We all need to be able to get to Auckland for appointments, visit families in hospital. It's just too much. If our family wanted to get off the island to visit our elderly mother, we're looking at over $200 easy. Yeah.
This is important for all of us. My children can't afford to come and visit me, and a lot of my wedding guests can't either, and that's really bad. And I'm sick of the fact that Stephen Joyce did this deal 10 years ago, and 10 years later, here we are still protesting.
The big difference between the Waiheke run and the rest of the Auckland ferries is we're not under the PTOM management, we're not under Auckland Transport, and so we don't receive any of the initiatives put forward by the government that make ferries more accessible for communities. We miss out on the 50% off for children fares, the discounted rates for students, the discounted rate for community services card members, who are the most vulnerable members of our community. We're actually the most expensive ferry per kilometre in the world. I believe the Manly ferry in Sydney, which is further distance than the Waiheke ferry, is only $5. And when you look at that, in comparison to what we're going through, it's hectic. Yeah.
The purpose of this was to amplify our voices to the minister, to the government, and to the nation, and we have absolutely achieved that today. And our hope is that the pressure can continue to be put on. This week coming up in Parliament, we've got our local MP, Chloe Swarbrick, here, who's going to continue to advocate for us in Parliament, try and get some answers from the minister. And let's not forget any of those political candidates that are here. The last government, the one before Labour, are the ones that made fullers exempt from PTOM. Okay, so we need to be mindful of that, the history, the whakapapa of what's happened to us here on the motu when we're thinking about these ferry fare increases.
Well, I think it all comes down to politics, money, stagecoach, greed. Stephen Joyce, he's put us in this position with the whole PTOM thing, and I don't know, it's just sickening. Here we are again, making it unaffordable. We were just talking to a woman before who wants to bring her family over at 15, and it would cost them $850. And how unfair is that? And she's been a local for years and years, so I don't know, we're a bit sick of it. Everyone thinks we're rich.
My family, who all live in Auckland, We were looking at getting them over for Christmas Day, which is like 9 o'clock till 6. For them to come and visit me in my home, they were going to have to pay $850 with the new fare, and that's not fair. I've been here 31 years and paying rates for 31 years to Auckland Council. It's just not on. And they say, well, why don't you go and live in town? Well, I don't want to live in town. This is my home. It's just not on.
We're not just a haven for the rich and the so-called elite. We're a good community. This is close-knit. We care about ourselves. We care about each other. We care about the environment. And we need to be connected with our whānau. We need to be connected with our healthcare. We need to know that we're not forgotten by Auckland Council. You wanted to claim us. You wanted us to be part of Auckland. You know, you wanted our beautiful whenua, this beautiful moana, to be under the wing of Tamaki Makaurau. But what does that mean? Are you really going to take care of us as members of your, area? Or when it matters, are you forgetting about us and our community?
It is the poor that are keeping the rich afloat. I'm a long-time resident on the island, and for me this is about being fair to the people on this motu who don't have a gold card, who don't have subsidised fares, who can't get over to the hospital appointments, who can't get over to see their family, whose family can't come to see them, whose children can't go on a Saturday morning for their sports activities. This is the most expensive ferry fare in the world. Fullers are putting profits before people.
If you want to find out further information, I would actually recommend, going to Fuller's yourself and having a personal kōrero and raising your concerns, and then speaking to our local council members. And we're really just needing our community to speak up in this time and really let them know that this is unacceptable, this is affecting us.
So we're all about whānau, looking after our families, getting people on and off the island, supporting them. So without that, it's too hard, and it would be sad if we all have to leave Waiheke because we can't afford to live here.
And also it is important to once again register our concern about the price hike and about the justice and about allowing people to have a standard of living and transport so as to get around to live a quality of life.